Yeah, so we can really get a good look at him. He's looking good. Looking good. Keep your inside leg at the girth. Yep. 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 Sit and go. And turn. And why don't you come to the center line and then ride straight back to the gate? Yeah, making straight. What we're doing is practicing being turns and practicing being straight, okay? So now you'd half halt. Bring him, yep, whoops. Outside rein wasn't quite tight enough, was it? Because he raised his head. And now how about across the diagonal? A little diagonal change. Because when you start to work and they go right to work, then you really want to take advantage of it and give him some things to think about. Good boy. Outside leg turns the horse. Yes, yes. And maybe throw in a circle or something somewhere. Yeah, just throw in a circle. Outside leg so he doesn't step through it. There you go. That's good. That's good. You're doing well. So see, when he slowed down just a tiny bit and lost his energy is when he came up off the bit. So you want to feel that forward energy all the time. All the time. There we go. There we go. Good. And here again, let's do it across the diagonal. So kind of across there towards us. Yeah. Good. And then you would step into your new outside leg. Soften and lift your new inside rein. And now you can throw in a circle when you get back over there again. Going in this direction. I like his rhythm and I like his tempo. He loses a little bit of energy like right there, and that's when his head comes up. So keep him forward, 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 forward. And then you can make him round because you've created the energy so you can mold him into what you want. Yeah, yeah. Good boy. Look at me go. I got this figured out. Yeah. And maybe one more circle when you get up there to V. Put another circle in just to keep him coming up under himself before we canter. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good boy. All right. Yeah. So now, after you pass by us, wherever you'd like to, you could ask him to canter and just stay on that circle. Good, good. And your hands look good. And what you think about when he's really balanced is like you're bouncing him off the ground like a basketball. Bounce, bounce, and bounce, and bounce. So your elbows come back. Yeah. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. And put some weight down your outside leg so he doesn't lean quite so much. Good boy. He's almost round. Give, 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 give. And now take and give on the outside rein and toast. Ready? Take, give. I heard you say trot. That's okay. I'm just giving you a hard time. Keep him round. Keep him round. The whole game is to keep him round because it keeps his back up. Okay, and that'll build that muscle that we were talking about yesterday that was a bit slack. Okay, now across the diagonal someplace and we'll go the other way.
He's a lot more steady today.
I know, he's really steady today. Turning with your leg, not the outside rein across the neck. The outside rein can turn him, but it has to be lower than his withers. And the inside rein just frees up the inside shoulder. There we go. Keep coming. Throw in a circle someplace to make sure he remembers what it's like. Yes. Keep him round. Inside leg at the girth helps keep him round. And when you get back to the wall or someplace, you're going to ask him to canter and you're going to stay on the same circle. All right. Look at there, he moved right up. Tammy's videotaping so you can recreate this in your mind. Okay, here we go. Good, good. Yes, he's a little more round in this direction. And now back to trot before you lose it. Keep his nose in the middle of his chest. Don't let him be looking to the outside. Yeah. Where do you think he was going? Who knows? Okay. All right. And now you're going to walk a minute and have that nice march. One rein and then the other. One rein, then the other. Right rein, left rein, right rein, left rein. Yep, 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 yep. And now he can rest and give him a pet. So he literally worked for 15 minutes. That's just like shocking. So remember we were talking about counting the steps, so I'm just going to do that to see where you're at. So I'm going to start when you leave the wall here. So, well, I was going to, but I don't know what that was about. So set your rhythm. He loves it now. Okay. Steady. Breathe in the rhythm of the trot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Steady Eddie. Shorten your inside rein just a little bit. And step him into the outside stirrup. Push him over. 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 Yes. 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 And if you want to slow the speed, which I think you should, go ahead and stay out of the saddle a little bit longer and hold from your breastbone, down from your navel to your breastbone. Hold, stretch up tall when you go forward. Yeah. Yeah. That has a bigger influence on the hind end, so he has to pay attention. And that way you're not fighting with the front end. All right. And a little bit smaller circle. Good. Good. And just a little bit smaller. Because the test is pushing him out, not going in. There we go. Now step him back out. Over. Over from inside leg to outside rein. Inside leg to outside rein. And more. Push him over. All the way out. Yes. Yes. And so now you're doing your, you see how you're already doing your leg build on the circle? Okay, so now you're going to come and ride him down the long side, through the corner and up the center line. And come up the center line, make him straight, which means take on the outside rein, feel his inside hind come under him, and then you step him over to the wall, okay? But you've got to come there, over further. So I need you to come up the center line, though, not come. There you go. You know where that is, right? Okay, there you go. Now you're going to go that way towards the wall. Point your knee where you want to go. Open your thigh. That's fine. Now go straight and turn and come to us. Okay, good. Good. And now just turn and go straight. And take and give on the left rein and ask him to move that way. That's okay. You got it. I pulled a trick on you. I know. And circle there. Just turn and circle. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he is pretty brave. There's all this noise and he's just working.
Yeah, he's bold.
Good. Okay. So now come up the center line again at C, and you're going to move through your right rein. So get ready. Take and give on the right rein. Point your knee where you want to go, and allow him to move over. You've got to raise your inside rein a little bit, one towards us, so he doesn't look to the wrong way. Okay? Yeah, it is. But we're going to practice again on the spiral because you did it really well. It's funny how we get things confused. It's okay. That's all right. So turn and go the other way on the spiral because you went this way last time. Yeah. You're doing good.
Because why is it you don't think about it on the spiral? But
I
when
don't.
You're going straight. You think about
We
it.
just make it too difficult on the straight. I know. Because on the spiral, that's all you're doing is
Pushing them out.
leg yielding out, and he's bent. I'll make sure those make your cousin. Okay, so start your circle. Make sure your inside leg is at the girth. That really helps. And then soften the inside hand. Yes, he's looking good. Try not to jump quite so much ahead of him when you post. Just rock back and forth. Every time you go forward with your midsection, touch your shoulder blades together. That'll make you stronger in your core. Yep, 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 yep. Now push him back out. It doesn't have to be quite that tight. Just and keep him there. Keep him there. Keep him there. Now step him out further. Push him over. Just like a leg. Push him over, over, over. There. You see how you do it? Okay. Now you're going to come here and go up the center line, and you're going to push him over. What you have to remember is you take and give on that left rein one time after he's straight. Make sure you feel his inside hind coming under. Like now. And now step over. Open your thigh. Over. He has to move through it. Over. And start your circle again. He's a little over positioned in the neck, but we can fix that.
See, this is where
Now take and give on the rein and bring him to us. Look where you're going. Soften the inside rein. If you don't want him positioned too much to the inside. Yeah, yeah. Good. Good. All right, take a break and take a walk a minute. Stretch from your navel to your breastbone so he feels your seat in his back, okay? Like that. Just like that. You saw how he slowed down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's pick up the trot and maybe do a circle or two so he's not thinking stop, he's thinking trot. Get him round. I've always been told that the halt is the most forward gait you ride. He's got to go forward into the bridle. Because you see these people that canter in and their horse just stops and then they canter off. It's because they've got him going forward into the bridle and they keep their leg on the horse. You don't ever take your leg off the horse. You keep his belly up to your seat with your lower leg. Yeah. A little more. We don't want to be messing with the head. Take him around again. Get him ready. Step into your outside stirrup, inside leg at the girth. Tell him, come on. We're not done. We're just begun to fight. No. But yeah, because he can work some more. We got lots of time. Okay. Let's try it. Forward. Keep his nose in the middle of his body. Half halt. Sit down. Raise your toes. Stop your feet. And trot off. Lift him up. Tighten the muscles in your seat. Go to the right this time. You realize when you come in for your dressage test, you can bring him in off the right rein or off the left rein. So what you want to figure out is which one his head is steadier at that day when you go in, okay? And I think that today he's been steadier in this direction. Slow him down by slowing your posting. He's a little bit too quick. Steady, steady, stretch up. Sit down, raise your toes, stop your seat. All right, keep your shoulders back, shoulders back. All right, and trot on again. This time, just because it's different, you're going to come down to B, turn across the center line and halting that way. Okay, so get ready, stretch up, raise your toes, stop your seat. Keep your shoulders back. All right, give him a pet. Okay, so you've got to keep a lot of weight in your saddle. But look at it this way, when it's time to practice the rein back, he'll be ready. So, because when you take the weight out of your irons, your seat bones are right there. Like right now, ask him to stop with your seat. Raise your toes and stop your seat. You see? So, you didn't even need the rein. And walk him on with your seat. Keep him marching. Yeah, well, it's okay. See there? So he will stop from your seat. He's just playing with you. Little stinker. Keep holding the door. Okay, so I shouldn't laugh. No.
Maybe he is a dork.
He basically had your number big time. But now he's being obedient because he's listening to your seat. See there?
That's better.
Okay. That's how sensitive these guys are. And sometimes they just blow us off and don't even listen to us, right? Yeah. Okay. So does he canter from the walk? And now you get your reins involved. Outside rein, inside rein, outside rein, when the shoulder's going forward. Outside, outside, outside. And you take back on it every time you do it. So he's getting his hind end engaged. Outside, outside, outside. And then the next thing would be you'd go outside and canter. Outside and canter. And the way you ask him to canter is you just take on the rein and slide your seat, okay? You understand? I didn't mean for you to take off. I was trying to just explain the deal. But you're an overachiever. It's okay. All right, so let's get him marching again. March, march, march. And you can feel the swing in his back. And when the outside hind is back, is when he would take his first step. So let's just talk about it. So when the outside shoulder goes back, the next step is the outside hind. So you get his attention as his outside shoulder's going back, and at the same time that you bring that rein back, you put your shoulders back and you slide him into canter, okay? So it's kind of all together. So hold the outside rein back and slide him into canter when you're ready. So it'd be kind of like now, 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 now. You got it. See there? Now we needed a little bit more weight down your outside leg so he didn't look like a motorcycle. Okay, so try it again. Take and give them. Stay out of the saddle so he'll walk. Yep, good. And march him right on. He can't stop. He's in a working mode, so we're going to do it. So it'd be take and canter, take and canter, take.
Wow!
We'll see. Have him look where he's going. He's looking to the outside. You got to keep that inside leg at the girth. Now, don't. Okay. Give him a pet. So see, it's just a matter of doing it in the rhythm and keeping your outside rein steady so he doesn't run through the bridle, right? Well, now he's doing it from the halt. Well, now we have to canter and then halt, right? We have to halt out of the canter. No. You understand? Okay, let's try the other way. Trot him on. Don't let him just drop his back on you. March, 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 march. Try and keep him a little more balanced by staying in the middle of him, okay? Yes, stay in the middle. Now take on your new outside rein. Take and take and take. Because you really need that outside rein to get him to canter from the walk. Inside leg at the girth, looking through his ears. Don't let him look to the outside. He has to look to the inside. And he certainly knows how to do it, doesn't he? Little stinker. Take. Yep. And one more time, walking. Make sure he does not bend his neck to the outside, all right? Because that's a terrible habit to break, and they'll kill you in the dressage ring. Marching. I think he knows how to do it. He just didn't want you to know. Okay, then walk a minute, make him round. So, by him throwing his head like that, he's telling me your inside rein is still too tight on him and your hand is too low, okay? So you gotta get in the rhythm. But you're doing fine. We can't fix everything. Lift, give, and just keep cantering a big circle. Lift, give with the elbows, give with the elbows. Better. Don't pull back though, lift it up, bounces, withers off the ground like he's a basketball. More weight in the outside stirrup, he's starting to look like a motorcycle. Bounce. Okay? Yeah, good for you. Take that outside rein and say no. Bozo brain, keep posting. You're not going to canter unless you want to. It doesn't look like it's your idea. Don't over-position his neck to the inside either. His nose is supposed to be in the middle of his chest, and he's just supposed to be giving in the jaw. Raise it up high if he's going to be. Yeah, raise your inside hand up and leave it there. Just leave it there and push him on in to the bridle. Just leave it there and post. Lower your outside rein. Okay, now that he's behaving again, you can put it back where it belongs. Good. Keep trotting. Trot. Why don't you do the half loop like the girls are doing? Trot him into the center line and trot him back out. Just to get his brain off the canter. And then trotting. Post. Set the rhythm with your posting. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You've got to set the rhythm with your body language. 1, 2, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. Shoulders behind your seat. Every time you go forward, that'll slow him down. Touch your shoulder blades together. Yeah. And breathe in the rhythm that you want, not in the rhythm he's going. So it's in, out. You gotta think in the rhythm, breathe in the rhythm. Everything has to be in the rhythm that you want. Better. Much better. Good. Yeah. What these little monkeys do is they start tossing their head, and then we start worrying about their nose, and we forget the hind end. He settles from the hind end over his back into the bridle. So that's why you have to keep the rhythm in your body. There you go. Now let's try that serpentine again like you did before. Ready? Turning. Keep going. Step into your outside stirrup. Soften the inside hand. You can do it. Push him on through it. Now we need 3 loops in the serpentine. So start a circle there. When you cross the center line, you're going to turn and go the other direction.
She's doing loops.
As long as he's doing something and he's behaving. And changing from inside rein to outside leg. Inside leg. There. You got it? So when he's nodding, you just put him back to work. But he's doing really pretty darn good today. More trot. He needs more trot if his head's going to be a bouncing ball. Push him on. There. That might be better. Step into your new outside stirrup. Soften the lift. Come around. Come around. You can't slow down. There you go. How about across the diagonal maybe? Try that. Good. Keep coming. If you hold the outside rein with your elbow, you can't pull it out of your hand. You might even have to roll your thumbs out like this, Tara, and hold that outside rein in your hip so he can't pull it away from you. And you stopped. I was going to have you do the halt, and then you did it. No, it's okay. I'm happy. Because that was what we were going to do next.
She's a mind reader.
Put him on the buckle there for a minute after you. And just